All right, guys. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. No, it's been that's not been a while. It's just 1 2 days. Okay. Lately I've been like focusing more on trying other games because there's there's new release and also there's new closed beta test. I mean, the Gundam's likely currently is like around downtime, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a new event, right? So yeah, before I start discussing again about Gundam, I just want to talk about this kind of new game. It's not actually that new. Last year they have their closed beta test one, and now they have their closed beta test two. And I'm actually testing the game because I'm just intrigued. I'm interested in what it could offer. And I'm just gonna say I'm pleasantly surprised with Duet Night Abyss. And as usual, my videos doesn't have much of editing, so this might be a bit spoiler for you. But yeah, okay. So Duet Night Abyss is more like imagine if you kind of mix Warframe with I would say Re Fantasio. The reason why pick metaphor Re Fantasio because they do have the like the wisdom and all those kind of stuff. There's some kind of some kind of stats that's related to the story. For example, like a wisdom and all those stuff. I'm not sure if I can show it here. Is it here? No, it's not here. All right. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, there is some kind of stuff like wisdom, chaos, and all the stuff when you talk to the people in this region, and then it can actually affect how you answer them. And there is some kind of like a D&D roll check with a dice. Whether if you have a high wisdom, it's easier for you to actually pass certain question, or then you get some rewards for them. And I do think that's a very nice touch. And as for the Warframe, the play style is like really like Warframe. You can see here, like if you right click, you will use ranged weapon. You can choose any ranged weapon you want, and also you can like slash, normal slash, and there's an ability like, and that's the ultimate. Mostly is a buff kind of ultimate. Well, this guy turns to a freaking werewolf, and I think it's like a freaking edgy. It is edgy, right? Okay, so other than that, this game's like the control is like since the right click is shot, like you use your weapon on your right click. So if you want to dash or evade, you're gonna use shift, right? This shift is evade. There's a perfect dodge. Not on all characters. I think only some of the main characters can have it. And also one of the most important part of this thing is the slide, right? Control is actually crouching, but if you run and you're gonna slide, right? You're gonna slide and jump, and yep, that's the thing, the spiral jump or whatever they call it here, right? So yeah, it does reminds me a lot of a Warframe. I'm not really a Warframe player, but I did try it, and the way you play this game is similar to that. You walk, and also like when there's a mission, and then you just come into the mission, fight a hordes of enemies, and then you can actually jump to points to points without actually needing to fight all of the enemies, unless the mission is to fight all the enemies. And I love it. One the other thing here, you see here, there's two characters. One is actually an NPC, and the other one is actually the character we get from the game. So if you press there's some kind of sigil, you can actually call these characters, see? And so instead of having like, team swap or something, you just can call these characters to help you. So maximum you can call is two. So this kind like now I call two characters, and they're gonna fight with you. And the thing is, I do think it's like kind of different with the typical. A lot of games like currently they're going with open world or maybe a turn-based, but when you go with open world, they also go with like a Genshin way, like swapping characters, and then they have to go like you see the Breath of the Wild way. Like for example, here you have to climb, but this guy is like no, you just double jump anything. You just double jump and then you slide in the sky or something like that. And I don't think that's a huge flash thing to have in a gacha game, to be honest. I'm not really sure if the likes of, I don't know, Honkai Impact or PGR actually like that, but this one is, yeah, that's how this game goes. So it's not exactly a open world, As you see here, is actually a instance-based map, so it's more like those um, classic RPG. If you're familiar with those RPGs, yeah, that's how they roll with this. So we have world map, regional map, and when you go like regional map, you can see here like things like this. You see like there's a map here, and like, and then of course there's a teleporter, and this teleporter actually gives you some kind of a challenge. You can go with the co-op or not, and you see here that there are layers, upper layers, lower layers, but the mobility, depending on the map, the mobility is like very it's very, you can say it's actually quite large. I'm not sure. Can I teleport? Oh yeah, I can teleport. That was actually in the middle of story. In the middle of story. And I can just teleport out of there somewhere. I don't so you can see here that you go to another instance and there is loading. Maybe they need to optimize more the loading, but so far it's okay. And you see here we go to country. The countries look like Russia, I guess. I don't know, Stalingrad. I don't know. So yeah, the mobility is actually quite nice. You can actually cover a lot of things. You can jump on the roofs and stuff, and though maybe not really Assassin's Creed or Breath of the Wild kind of mobility, I do think it's a more kind of a action kind. You know, you don't climb, you just like here, double jump. There's some ledge you can take to go upper. So mobility-wise, yeah, it's good. It's always interesting, and I do find the touch they have here is quite different from a lot that we have lately. So it's not really WoWa or Genshin kind. So it's more like warframe, if I may. And because it's also have again a more classic RPG touch to it. Also here like another thing that I want to point out is like I think the combat. Okay, so this combat modes actually where you do your mission. So you see just now I was in the middle of story, and you can in the middle of story actually get out and return there later on. And there's like several instances you can just go with for this one. Maybe you want some, character XP, weapon XP, character materials, and sensor materials, and all the stuff, right? For example, the materials, even there is for different elements. So far, I don't really see any significance in the element other than the resistance and stuff. There are no combinations so far, but I do think that's for the better. I do think like rock, scissors, paper elemental system is such an outdated thing to do unless you are a Pokemon game. Seriously, elemental rock, scissors, paper sucks. Except if you are Pokemon, okay? Because why? In Pokemon, one Pokemon can actually use another move of another different element. But a lot of this game, you just like, oh yeah, I can only do the element of my own element. Like, so I'm not really a fan of it. I do think that makes problem. We can see that actually in the Ethereal restart. So yeah. So also you have covert missions. These covert missions actually is if you want to get some additional reward which is related to one of the unique experience in this game, which is the crafting system. Okay, I go there. So this is our base mainly, and you can see here there's this dwarf, Lunosmith. He can actually craft weapons for you. You have to get the for now no blueprint, right? So you have to get the blueprint first from those missions, and then you can start crafting using this. And one of the weapon, I'm gonna tell it now, one of the weapon is actually a 5-star. There's a lot of 5-star weapon you can actually craft here, so that's insane. Crafting 5-star is insane. And about the weapon, the thing is, your character is not bound to weapon, but they have their preferences in weapon. For example, this guy is actually a more like a claymore user. You can actually change his weapon, to this one. So it's like a samurai sword, something like that. If you like it, like, and the right click the range weapon, you can actually change what weapon they are using. So it doesn't bound. So the combat ability is more like bound to a weapon type rather than character. It's just that some characters have their preferences on what weapon they want to use, and that is actually I don't know whether I can see it here, but it's actually here in tactical backpacks, right? You see, this one is the sigil when you can summon them to help you in battle. You can see here, like, some of them actually proficient in what? Maybe you want to give him a shotgun, you want to give him, like, I know, claymore. And like maybe these ladies is a healer, she's more like a sky side kind of user. And I do think the tactical backpack is a very nice touch. So again, no character swapping. It's just like you summon them to battle with you, which I really really appreciate from the game. And next is the gacha. Okay, I mean, it's a gacha game, so some people will argue, what's the best thing about gacha game? It's going to gacha game. I'm past that, you know. I'm past that. I mean, this she looks hot, but you know, I don't really go for that lately. So the game actually have a like a starter banner that I have used it to get to the guide I'm using now. It's like 40 pulls, and you get the selected standard character. And then for the limited character, yes, it's 100% guaranteed for the first drop. It has like a 90 PT. But again, it's guaranteed. There's no 50-50. But on your second copy, you might actually need to go for the 50-50. So at least if you are free to play or low spender, you just want one character and it's limited weapon, yeah, you can get it. So it's like 80 and 90. So you're gonna save like around 170 pulls. Hopefully you got earlier than that. So yeah, that's that. The currency is for one pull is like around 160 standards, like any other most gacha game on this level. But I would personally I would prefer what they did in the Terraria restart with it's just 100. You know, it's easier to actually calculate in your brain, right? But again, they want to make money, so yeah. I mean, if they did something good, they want to make money. Okay, whatever, right? Other than that, what we have covered those, and then oh yeah, equip. So the equip, this is the craziest part. You don't roll. You don't roll for
I've set the stage anew
stats.
for me.
The main stats is actually it's called demon wedges here. So it's like never. I haven't. Yeah, so it's a matching tracks and all the stuff. They even give you a guide on how to use it. I got this. Taxi mode to add modifier. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. There is a like they said there is some kind of slot. Which one is more useful or something like that? I didn't read. So I purposely didn't read on this playthrough because I want to see how intuitive a game is. Like if you don't read, you can see whether it's intuitive or not. So for example, like what I want to talk about just now is like this artifacts or whatever you want to call it. It does have like some fixed stat to it. For example, it's like its Phoenix Wing is definitely gonna have a max sanity stats. That's it. For example, it's Elapse. It's gonna have skill efficiency and HP minus. Like this Pants Wing and this is a Pants Inspo. So two different things, and they give you like several different stat. Like even like for example, it's Pants Inspo is gonna be skill efficiency. It's gonna in any Pants Inspo you gotta get that. Right? There's I don't know what is this. I just thought was so so far I didn't see that very unless I do say it's like it's more grindy on getting the quality that you want, but it's less grindy than trying to get certain stats, so it's a good thing. Even the wedge, if not, I'm not. I think they kind of give you. Wait a minute, it's here. Demon Wedge Casket, right? Here you have a matching tips. So if you have this character, they're gonna tell you, oh, farm this, farm this, farm this, farm this. Again, I don't read. I purposely don't read currently because I want to actually see how intuitive a game is. Maybe I will read once it's actually fully released, but it's CBT. I purposely don't read. So if you see here, inspo, what you get, pants inspo on this one, you have to find it in this, mission to actually, you see here, like, see, pants inspo here that Demon Wedge skill efficiency. So yeah, then there's this silence wings inspo. You can get it from this one. So they kind of give you where to find those. And for the melee weapon, there is also okay. So every single one of them is
You
actually
have set the
needing
stage
these
anew for me.
wedges, right? Demon's wedges. I haven't feel this one. You can just auto seriously. Early games, who cares? Like, you just auto. Okay. Yeah, that's one of it, and also they have this feature. I don't think it's features like more targeted towards female players, I guess. But maybe, I mean, these things are cute. I saw it with my wife, and she's always like, so happy when seeing this kind of stuff, right? So it's like when you go to overworld, you can actually try to catch these Pokemons, I mean Digimons or whatever you call it. Then they have some attributes and traits that you can use and useful in battle. For example, this guy, passive skill increase EXP gain. Of course, I use him, right? And then the active skill is like kind of track other kind of Digimons out there. So, I don't know, Genimon or whatever they call it. And you can just track them in the overworld and actually catch them, which is nice. Yeah, it's like that's all. Oh, one more thing. One more thing I'm pretty impressed with this game is actually the story and the voice acting is good, and the story is awesome. I would say they. I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say they dare to take the classic RPG approach on the story. If you know what I mean on that. If you know what I mean on that, it's a spoiler for you. I'm sorry, but yeah, they dare to take those kind of approach, right? So there is no like yeah. There is no stories without consequences here. There are lots of consequences that's given to the main character. What happened when they do that and that and stuff. There's one part which actually kind of let down, but I mean, this is not a branching story. Again, this is not a branching story, but the story is good. It tells you about discrimination, about loss, grief, and there's a lot of factors there. But I would say the story is great. It really captivates me so much, and that's one of the reason why I really recommend this game. Like I don't know, the system's like a very player friendly so far. Again, but I'm not sure how about the gems. Again, I cannot say much about the gems input or whatever we get for the gems, because it all depends on when we reach the downtime of the game, right? So it's early games always gonna be good, yeah, because it's early games, same like in Gundam. It's early games, good. Then the downtime comes and you're like, crap, we ran out of gems, right? So economic wise, I cannot say much, but I do see some part that is very good. 100% on the first copy is great. Beginner's banner with 40 pulls for the 5-star that you choose, great. Weapons
You have
weapons
set the
that can
stage
be like
anew for me.
crafted, that's good. Summoning your friend to battle, that's great. No more swap bullshit. I'm seriously, if any one more game come with the Breath of the Wild style with a quick swapping bullshit, I'm not giving them any more chance. I mean, Water Wing Waves is enough for me. And also like this game, so far they are kind of balanced on the male and female. From what I see, I do hope they don't go full Gunner. I mean, you can give us Gunning character. I mean, who doesn't want a Gun sometimes, right? But I mean, an equal amount of male would actually makes the female character more, more interesting, right? And also give some players actually a downtime to not pull, maybe, and give, I prefer a game that can cater to many people, but not actually, it doesn't have to be like gooning all the time. I mean, gacha needs to change. I do think gacha game needs to change. This is why I like Gundam because again, Gundam has such nice crafting part. You can clear stages with the crafting and everything, and that's I do think is great. And this game is actually have that kind of part, which is very similar to Warframe. Again, you need to farm, but yeah, Oh yeah, by the way, about the I forgot to say that about the this one, the artifacts or whatever you want to call it. The artifacts is actually free. You can farm for free. What you don't have is actually the artifacts EXP. So therefore you have here. This is the artifacts EXP or whatever that is, right? And then there's a skill upgrade material. So you can go whichever you would need. And actually, I like it. They do it like this. You just need to open the menu and see whatever which one you want to go. And there's no you have to go to certain place or none of those stuff. Just go do the mission and that's it. It's nice. I appreciate that a lot. As for the bad side, yeah, well, this game might still have some issues. So I mean, with the performance issue and maybe graphic wise, I wouldn't say it's better than Running Waves. I think it's not as good, but for me it's pretty good. Pretty good. I would give it a pass because again for me personally I don't really have to go with something like, oh my god, it looks so beautiful in RTX or so good with ray tracing. I don't give a shit on that. Seriously, I just want to play a game. It looks good enough, it plays well, that's it for me, right? It's me. It's my opinion on it. And the other ones, you gotta be careful on the standard banner. You see here the standard banner, right? The standard banner actually might actually give you weapons. So it's similar to like Genshin, if I'm not mistaken. Unlike Wuthering Waves, which actually they split on the weapon and also the standard banner characters, but this one is not. Um, yeah, I think that's all. So as a closing, maybe I just go to pull on something here. See what we got. We got a weapon. Okay, so that's all for me for this one. I really want to see your opinion on it. I do think this game is great. It has good potential, but again, whatever game is, how good, no matter how good the game is, it all in the end depends on the developers. I mean, we have seen what happened to Ethereum Restart. Um, we have seen what happened to Black Beacon, right? Oh my god, it's good, so good on the closed beta, and then when it released, they really fucked up. So, my expectations, I hope they don't fuck up. I really don't hope they don't fuck up with how they do the story, how they do the game. Currently, I would say it's amazing. I really hope they don't screw this up on the release. If you want to try on closed beta tests, I'll give the link below. You might actually, again, this is not sponsored. Okay, I just want to do this because I want to do this because I do think this game need more exposure. I know I only have like 200 subscribers something, but yeah, you need to check. You need to check on this game. Prereg below. I link it below on the prereg, and also I'm gonna link for the CBT test. Not sure gonna get the key or not. I really got lucky with the key, so yeah. Therefore, I'm here to just spread the news. Tomorrow, gonna talk about Gundam again, right? Because it's new. I mean, there's new mission. I'm quite interested with the new mission again. So that's all for me. And let me think. Let me see what you think. You can leave a comment below, like and subscribe if you kind of like the kind of channel. Again, I'm not really gonna do a lot of editing. So I would like to go with go straight with whatever I'm doing here. Less edited and more like whatever happens in my mind currently. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.